What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring Kita Edition! Alright, I'm going to do the Dung Eater quest, but first I'm going to wrap up by getting the last paintings, the final ones that I haven't done, one of which would be Kaled. I also have to remember which ones I haven't done, speaking of which, but I definitely haven't done the red main painting, so we're going to do that one first. So, I haven't gotten this before. I'm honestly using a guide. I guess that's actually northeast of Fort Ferrith. I'm a little annoyed I didn't find this myself when I was looking for this thing, but that's just the way it is, eh? So I guess I have to go on one of these things, I think. I have to find a tree branch to drop down onto. Oh, you know what? I think I'm just supposed to go down there. So I'm imagining, I think what I'm supposed to do is there's probably another drop down here in this area that I can take. Perhaps. Whoa. Hey, look, there's a guy there. Wait a second. I think I've been there. Oh, there's the tree branch, maybe? Yep, there's the tree branch. Ah! Oof, scary. Okay. Man, this thing's wild. Oh, God. Every single one of these, I think I'm going to fall off. It just feels that way. Oh, my. Oh, my. Okay. Running down, running down. I'm doing great here. You know what? I'm going to get off of my steed, actually. I feel like it's making this harder. And, alright, what's the next drop point? It looks like it's that, actually. I don't think there's anything up there. Oh my god, I'm missing it. Okay. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Ooh, nope, did not. Close call, though. Okay, let's try another drop-a-doo. And this one will be fine, I think. And this one will be fine. And I guess I was dropping all kinds of ways that the game was like, you're gonna do what now? Will I make it? I made it. Okay. The next one, I'll use my horse for this time. Eek! Oi. Alright, made it down here. And there we go. There we go. Is he gonna come to life? Because he sure looks like it. Yes, he is. Oh, he has a lot of health, huh? Also, there's like a living thing right next to him. I don't know what this blue is by him, but it's interesting. He's like a super leveled version of these guys. Is that beam just gonna last? And last? And last? Oh, there it goes. Okay. You should fall, bro. And hopefully I can get to your spot. I can't. I can't. Great. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to get to that spot. I just felt too bad for him. That's why. This guy's actually pretty cool, to be honest. Even though I'm not happy about, Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, let's get away for a moment. I knew that was going to be bad. I just didn't know how it was going to be bad. And I also didn't realize he'd reach me there. You know, you learn new things every day. Now I'm starting to feel the fact that I couldn't get his, droppiness goo. Okay. Oh yeah, remember I was talking about targeting? You don't always have to target. Look at this, I'm not targeting. Because I don't need to. That's what I was getting at before. You don't always need to target. Oh god, this is gonna be really bad. Let me heal first. Oh no, come on, right when he drops. No, 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 no. No. Oh, man, that stinks so much. How much health does he have anyways? Alright. About a third down. This is like the ultimate golem fight right here. I don't think there's a more challenging golem. I mean, that's okay. I just find it like really interesting actually that this guy's here. Oh no. Is he gonna do the thing? He's doing the thing. Well, now I know what to do. Oh my god. Alright. I know I woke him up, so this is really all my fault for waking him up, so I can't really even be mad at him. Since I was the one who did this. Now he's gonna turn around and try to chuck some boulders at me. Why you gotta run to the edge of the world, though? One more hit should do him in. There we go. No, don't. No! What if you had a drop I wanted? No! Okay, what was here? A rune arc. Now that is what I was hoping for. Alright, so the painter should be somewhere around here. The painter should be somewhere around here. Ahem. Alright, where is it? Unless there's like another drop. Which would be interesting. Oh, there he is. Hi, painter. And we get Ash of War, Rain of Arrows. Interesting, an Ash of War from one of these guys. Order of Acquisition. Rain of Arrows. Archery skill performed from a low stance. Alright, that's cool. Alright, next spot. Okay, I think there's one more I didn't get, which is Prophecy. So, I guess it's on the Weeping Peninsula, so I'm going to head there. Alright, so from the Church of Pilgrimage, I guess all we have to do is head straight north here, which you might not do after, you know, you have everything. And there it is. Alright. I want to see the picture of this again. Where is it? Prophecy. Oh, okay, I see the waterfall there. So, okay, I get it now. Warhawk Ashes. Let's take a look at those. Spirit of a Stormveil Warhawk, the talons of which have been sliced off to razor-fine swords, could be grafted in their place. With its lord vanquished and its wings wounded, the hawk perished as it solemnly gazed at its former home. The storm is a Warhawk's cradle. So again, that's where like the description with the first Elden Lord was like kind of like, oh, maybe it has to do with this, maybe. All right, now we're gonna go talk to Blackguard. So I'll start at the no, this is probably the fastest one, I guess. Outer Wall, sure. Wait, where's this one? Actually, Capital Rampart. We'll start from there. But yeah, I think that wraps that up. So I'm pretty sure that's the last painting. So I'm also going to pull out comments again. Because Theory Phobe, for example, asked if I got all the paintings. I think I had someone else ask as well. So yeah. Alright, I'm going to go the opposite way. We're going to leave here. Leave this place now. And headeth forward. Headeth down. I've been watching more of the videos from Joshua. Just watched his Hollow Knight retrospective now. He makes good content, and I like this long-form game design breakdown content, but I also feel like I just really don't agree with a lot of his critiques. I feel like they're just like preferences as opposed to real critiques. And this is, again, was reinforced watching the Hollow Knight one where things that he said I didn't really think were problems or problematic. I was just like, well, that's just your opinion, man. Well, that's no, the quote is, well, that's just like your opinion, man. A lot of it kind of came across to me like that, as opposed to being a real, genuine, like, interesting critique, I suppose. But I don't know, you know, it's like always fun to hear people talk about a game you love and hear their thoughts on it, positive or negative, and especially in a breakdown kind of way, whether I agree or not, I still enjoy it. All right, Blackguard. Hey, Blackguard, what's going on, man?
All right, mate. Want some more crap, do you?
I actually want to know about the Dung Eater.
Yeah. And now I've seen it here again. Never thought I would. What he does to those bodies. It was him. No question. That monster. He's lurking round here.
Okay, so I think if I reload, maybe that'll make this progress with him. All right, we're back, and oh my god, Blackguard. No! Blackguard, no, he's tied up just like all the guys we've seen who have the, what are they called? The seabed curses. I want to see how many seabed curses I have. 4 of them. No, not you, Dung Eater.
Serves me right. Fitting bloody end.
I mean, Blackguard.
For a jumped up little shit with big ideas. Let me help. Would you, mate? I don't want to get cursed. Just let me die. I don't want to live like this. Not anymore. So, please.
No. So there's the 5th seabed curse. And then we get Blackguard's bell bearing and his set. Which I can't enjoy looking at because I just got invaded by a Dung Eater. So, Dung Eater, it's time for you to stop. Of course, good thing I got a crab at the same time. I really would like to just fight Dung Eater like one-on-one-y, but I forgot about the crab, who I should have taken care of beforehand. Although it's funny that the crab will hit him too. Oh god. Oh god. Ha! Wait, why are there 2 Dung Eaters? What's going on? What just happened? That was very odd. Okay. Let's do a real battle, Dung Eater. The crouch tactic. I'm still on fire. We get the Sword of Milos. All right, so let's look at some of the stuff that I got in now. So Order of Acquisition will help for both of those. So Iron Ball from Blackguard, or Big Bogart as it says, is his real name. Big Bogart, the Blackguard's weapon of choice. Not a weapon to be taken lightly, as its weighty blows shatter bones with ease. From Dung Eater, the Sword of Milos. Sinister greatsword fashioned from a giant's backbone. Mets out wounds like a lopsided saw blade and restores some FP upon defeating an enemy. Milos was undersized for a giant and was viewed as sullied and terribly grotesque. Does, I guess, bring out the question if Dung Eater was Milos, or if Dung Eater knew Milos and that shaped his worldview. But it does shriek of Milos. Let's have a horrific curse scream that reduces all damage negation and status resistance from nearby foes, which is what he does, is the shriek of Milos. So again, maybe that's him. Other than, again, he's a tarnished, so All right, and for here, we also got Blackguard's helmet. Blackguard's Iron Mask. Iron Mask forced on convicted prisoners, worn by the Blackguard Big Bogart. To Bogart, the mask made him all the more threatening and helped him get what he wanted, but it was also a mirror of his emptiness. And, all right, let's go head back to the Table of Lost Grace, talk to Dung Eater. We're going to talk to some other NPCs who I wanted to talk to before I continue on with the story. See if anyone else has anything interesting or new to say. I'm fairly certain I've purchased everything from her. Obviously not the remembrances, but yeah, all that stuff's purchased and looked at. Dung Eater's this way anyways, so we can also go ahead and talk to Sir Gideon
You
Ofnir.
burned the Erd tree, didn't you? Then the round table is soon to follow. No need to fret about that. The round table holds served to put a tarnish upon the throne of Elden Lord. And if the Erd tree needed to burn for that to happen, then the round table must go as well.
Just does not care at all. About the Halic tree roots, guess what I found there?
So, the Halic tree. Now but a husk. I heard speculation Mikola embedded himself in the Halic tree. But, before he could finish, someone cut the tree open and absconded with his infant form. Indeed. It seems those words held weight.
Yep.
How vexing that the All-Knowing didn't have the full story. Perhaps the Queen's sorrow was justified. My apologies. Lost myself for a moment there. The information you shared is of great value. As promised, your reward. A secret right, known only to me. You are a true fellow. All I ask is that you remain constant.
It's funny because him saying that the Queen's might have been justified in her sorrow almost makes it sound like... Because the other story we've got is that Queen Marika did a shattering because she was upset about something. So it almost makes it sound like that was the cause of it. But I don't think that's the case. Other than, again, maybe he was helping her create unalloyed stuff to get away from the influence of the outer gods. Lord's Divine Fortification. So let's take a look at Lord's Divine Fortification. Oh, right there. Incantation taught to Gideon the All-Knowing by the Two Fingers. Gideon gained true knowledge after his long exchange with the Two Fingers, discovering all had been broken long ago, that the trembling fingers, bent with age, and the Erd Tree itself were no exception. So all this started way before people were aware.
What is it now? So the secret... I'd expect to find Melania there. She who fought Radahn to us. Well, if the scouts with the Halic tree as it is, I suppose Mikola must already be. My apologies. Lost myself for a moment. The information you shared is of great value.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we'd already gone through that dialogue, which is why I was like skipping through part of it. I couldn't remember or not, so I'm sorry. Black Flame's Protection. All right, so let's look at that, and I guess I can't look at the other stuff anymore. But Black Flame's Protection. Hopefully I didn't miss anything because of that. Here it is. A Black Flame incantation of the Godskin Apostles. The Apostles were all embraced by the Glowmite Queen, and the Black Flame was their armor within. So Glowmite Queen and Queen is once again associated with the
round
Apostles.
table for a time. I must learn all that can be taken from this place and sear it into my memory. How could I call myself the All-Knowing if I did any less? The pursuit of knowledge is without end. For knowledge is never a thing complete. Thus, I maintain the mantle of All-Knowing. Perhaps the same could be said of guidance. Who's to say whether we'll remain who we are once the fight is finished? What do you think? As one who aspires to become Elden Lord. Well, what is it?
And that's it. That's all he's got for us. I always thought Sir Gideon the All-Knowing would be, seems like a fitting name for a lore channel, right? About Elden Ring. Or just even in general. It could spawn from here and then be a Elden Ring lore channel. Hey, look who's back. It's Dung Eater.
There you are. You warded off my blessing, despite the curse stirring within you. No one has succeeded in that before. How? I thought. Then it hit me that you are, in fact, me. And I am the Dung Eater.
What?
It is my flesh that must receive the blessing.
Yeah, you take that blessing.
Give me your blessing. Defile my flesh with the seedbed curse, again and again, until it is done. until a cursed ring coalesces that may one day defile order itself. Countless I have killed, and countless I have defiled, and soon the fruits will be born. Hundreds will be reborn cursed, and they'll bear thousands of cursed children, who bear tens of thousands more. A few of those will be born just like me, and they'll kill and defile and bless in my stead. The rotten fools. My fate was the grandest, most brilliant of them all. My corporeal flesh lies in a sewer jail beneath the capital. Give it your blessing. Defile my flesh with the seedbed curse, until a curse ring coalesces that may one day defile order itself.
You know, looking at him here, it actually looks like this is his head. I thought this was a helmet. But, and look, you can even see hair back there, right? So I guess, like, if this is just his head, he really is afflicted with the omen stuff all over him. Maybe he is some sort of omen cursed being already, which would explain why he's doing what he's doing, is trying to spread it and make it more normal. And in a way, you could see that as a good thing in a sense. If everyone's cursed, then no one's different, then no one has that issue. Also, is this thing new? This guy, ugh. Like, looks like worms crawling out of him. Okay, so that's what we're going to go do, is defile his flesh. Ooh. Although first we're going to go talk to the rest of the NPCs, who I have not chatted with. And, yeah, that'll be that. Oh, look, where Roderica's back here.
Take a look around. The round table hold is burned, razed to the ground. Don't worry. I don't blame you. I'll continue spirit tuning just the same as before, which is why I need your help persuading Master Hugh to leave. His roots are so knotted in this place. He won't last much longer if he stays here. His shackles are broken. He's a free man now. It's high time he put the round table behind him.
Okay, so we're gonna go do that. Just exactly that. Master Hugh, you can leave. I already have upgraded weapons. It's all good.
I knew you'd be back. Lay out your arms. Let's get smitten.
About that god-slaying weapon. Didn't you already make it for me?
Here's one. My masterpiece to slay a god. That's all I've lived for. And my promise to Queen Marika. But do me a favor and do look after the girl.
So, it was Marika all along. Not surprising.
I can't hold on much longer. I'm going the way of the round table. It was a great honor to smith your weapons during my time here. Allow me to call you this just once before it ends. My lord. For that is what you are.
I don't remember him giving me that line before. I wonder if they added that. Why are you still making weapons, though?
Weren't you listening? As I've always said, you came to challenge the demigods and their god, to slay them. And as long as you do, I will always smith your weapons. It is what I wish. To smith a weapon for you to slay a god.
So, you might think, is it that Hugh is having him, like, what is the god that Hugh wants you to slay? And if Marika's the one who set him up to this and imprisoned him to do this forever, the god that you're probably supposed to slay, according to Marika, you have to imagine, is probably the Elden beast. Probably the one who came down. Who else would Marika set up this task for, is what I'd wonder.
You're here.
About Hugh.
Oh, is that right? So Master Hugh won't listen to you either. You have my thanks regardless. I'll try and talk him round next time. I know he was given this great entreaty to craft a weapon which could slay a god. Though I can't help but think of it as a curse. A fearsome curse. Put on him by Queen Marika. And if that's the case, I'm not sure there's anything we can do.
Alright, I'm gonna try to talk to Hugh one more time, although I don't think he's gonna say anything. And,
Smith is now.
what happened to her? Oh.
I've upset the girl. She says that now my chains are broken, I'm free. That if I stay here, I will be ruined with the round table. What use have I for freedom now? I smith weapons to slay a god. I have lived and will die doing so upon this spot. Is there any other way?
Alright, let's see if Roderica has anything else. Do you have anything else for us?
I see.
Nope. And Master Hugh. And I can always come back and check again after I do the Dung Eater stuff.
Oh, Smith now.
Okay. And I'm fairly certain I already went down here to do this. Also, I think... Yeah, I did get both of these. I also still need to buy all the, like, items that you can buy from the books. That's another thing I have to do. Like all the sorceries and magic and all that, so we can go over those descriptions, but I'll do that later. Okay, Forsaken Depths. I think the Underground Roadside is the closest one to him. Also, I think I'm going to check to see if I have a level up ready. I think I might be close, actually, to getting one. Very close. It's very, very close, as it turns out. So I gotta be careful. Is this me being cautious? Probably not. Is that enough? Is that... I don't think it was enough. Oh, wow. We both had some pretty hefty misses there. Stuff I really don't need to do just for the hope that I can get that level up. Alright, whatever. Let's just run through here. So Dung Eater's going to be to my left. And you can go. Get me those runes I need. Run past the Miranda Blooms. You guys are having a great time, I know. I'm sure of it. Here, let me light you on fire. Just cool to see. I love that. You guys taught me that. It's a great trick. Alright, I know there's an enemy here who's going to try to ambush me. I don't remember what it is. I just remember it happens. Okay. Guess not gonna come out. And look, now Dung Eater's tied up. Like the Seedbed Curse style. How? How did you tie yourself up like that? So now it looks like a helmet. I guess I just need the color. But before it looked like his head.
A curse.
Maybe it was his head.
Upon them all.
I don't know.
They'll be born cursed. All of them. Along with their children. And their children's children. For all time to come.
You know what? I actually just remembered. Zulila the Witch found out what he looks like underneath, so that definitely is a helmet, so I take back what I was saying. He just looks like a normal tarnished. Alright, use the Seedbed Curse. Ooh, a cutscene. Oh, never mind. He just was going black. I'm not gonna show you how you implant that.
Unleash it upon them! A cursed blessing to war!
So you need 5 seedbed curses, which I just gotten, in order to get the mending rune right there. Ooh, look, it actually turns with you. Ooh, it shows that it's a 2D file, not 3D. Mending rune of the Fell Curse. In my game, I did 4. I have 4 when I did this with him, and then I just went ahead and killed him because I didn't like him. Because I was like, well, I gave him it, and he screamed, so I figured it was done. I didn't realize you could give him more, and I goofed this up. So here we go. Mending rune of the Fell Curse. Loathsome rune gestated by the Dung Eater, used to restore the fractured Elden Ring when brandished by the Elden Lord. The reviled curse will last eternally, and the world's children's grandchildren in every generation hence will be its pustules. If order is defiled entirely, defilement is defilement no more, and for every curse, a cursed blessing. Which is kind of what I was saying before. It's the idea that if everyone's cursed, everyone's the same. So it's not really a curse anymore. So yeah, now we have 2 of these that we can choose at the end. And I guess at this point, it would be okay to just... Oh, does he not drop his stuff? When I killed him, he dropped his stuff. I'm going to see if I reload, if he comes back in with like those drops. I just hit him and I got his outfit before my game, so... Let's see. Ah, there you go. Now it's his set. Omen set. Omen armor, elm, greaves, everything. Okay. So... Malformed armor resembling an omen with his horns cut off, worn by the Dung Eater. The heavy sun-shaped medallion represents both the guidance he once saw and the rings to which it will one day lead. And then there's malformed helm resembling an omen with its horns cut off. Worn by the Dung Eater, its form is a vision of the landscape of his mind and of his appearance as he wished to see it. The heart of an omen without the body to match. Could there be any crueler existence? What does it matter then if the curse claims it all? So he wanted to be an omen then, and that's, I guess, probably part of his motivation was so he could make everyone an omen like he wants to be. All right, so that's that with Dung Eater. So let's go back here. From Elizabeth Cassidy, another thought about the Ghost Flame. You know how the dead/death is supposed to return to the Erd Tree? I believe the death in the Ghost Flame is being returned to the flame, implying that cremation is involved in the disposal of dead bodies. This would obviously be before America. I also think this is a sly reference to sky burial, where birds consume like fire corpses. Oh, interesting. And then a little nod about the twin-headed bird. 2-headed eagles represented imperial power, famously used by Russians in the Holy Roman Empire. The heads were supposed to look east and west. Here I believe this twin bird's double heads are simply another refrain on the consistent theme of duality. An ideal envoy at its... and as it is alive and death, divine and profane, and perhaps like the god, Janus, past and future. All right, I'll get some more comments in a moment. I just want to see if there's anything else that they might say before I move forward with the plot.
Oh,
All right. That's everything. Oh, I thought she was supposed to say something about Dung Eater being gone. Like, oh, now everyone's resting for real or something. Because Dung Eater is gone. Didn't happen. Let's see what's in this spot, actually. I'm curious after defiling him. What's in his place? Nothing. Nothing. All right. So, let's go back to Farum Azula. And beside the Great Bridge. From Elizabeth Cassidy, if Ranni's tutor wasn't the Glomide Queen, perhaps they were of the same race. Ghostflame would be a fun name for ice and frost, as flame and frost both burn and have a fractal nature. The fact that the God-slaying flame and Ghostflame look so similar must mean something. This could mean that the Glomide Queen modified Ghostflame for her purposes, further giving evidence for the theory that the Glomide Queen and Ranni's mentor are related. Which, yeah, I really like that idea. Tyrant Chimera saying, I recently realized, I wonder if these rolling sheep are a reference to the Pokemon Wooloo. That'd be great, by the way, if it was the case. and asking if the song I used was from Super Metroid, which it was actually. It was Metroid music. I was using, I think it was from Super Metroid. I love Metroid Prime's music, but that actually always gets hit on YouTube. So, Super Metroid it is. Which, to be honest, as much as I love Super Metroid, there aren't very many tracks in that game I like. I like the main theme, which isn't Brinstar. I can't remember, but I like the main theme a lot. But other than that, I'm not as huge on it as other Castlevania, other Metroidvania games. Like Symphony of the Night has an incredible soundtrack. Hollow Knight has an incredible soundtrack. And Super Metroid. Those are my 3 favorite Metroidvania style games: are Hollow Knight, Super Metroid, and Symphony of the Night, which is why those are the 3 I brought up. Okay, as we go further towards this, from Jeremy Scott, it's interesting to consider that even in Alexander's poem, the giant flame is called the Flame of Ruin. If it was always the Flame of Ruin, it gives me the thought that perhaps it was created much in the same way as the Frenzied Flame. As a means to rebel against the Gloam Queen's empire, it could explain why, once consolidating power, America's first stop was the Giants. And then from Jeremy, also, we actually see many of the poachers that attack Jarburg, depraved perfumers. Right, yeah, it says that in their lore. The pieces of jars can be found around perfumers and their corrupted counterparts alike. I don't feel as bad for Dialos knowing he fought a couple perfumers and lost. Happens to the best of us, buddy. Those enemies are rough. It's true. Yuki Desato saying I should do a larval mimic tier hunt. Oh yeah, I should do that. I did get a few, but yeah, I know I missed a few too. It's a good idea. Okay. Why, look who it is. It's our buddy.
Why wouldst thou? Why?
The Beast Clergyman. I really wish I didn't have to heal there, but I did. So I'm much worse at this phase, typically. Okay, typically. I've only ever fought the other phase less times, so that's why I'm saying typically. I actually don't know. You get a healing, Kita. I'm surprised that missed, to be honest. Oh. Yeah, I just don't know this moveset at all. Dodge! Oh, I missed the dodge timing. Oh well. That's what happens when you use a heavy weapon, you know? Oh, I thought he was going to kill me there, to be honest. I can't believe I got away. Can't believe I got away with it! Alright, let's get back to him. Oh, that hit me right in the face. Nope. Alright, here's the cool cutscene. Beast Clergyman. I kept on wondering because of the trailer. I was like, there are still bosses in the trailer I haven't fought yet.
Oh, death. Become my blade once more.
See, I kept on wondering who this boss was going to be from the trailer. Because I had, you have no idea how late or early on the boss fights are, and I just kind of assumed it was an earlier boss fight. I had no idea it would be so important. So, as we talked about last episode, the Beast Clergyman in reality is, as soon as the cutscene's over, I'm gonna do some cool poses. Maliketh. You want to watch out for his attacks because some certain attacks of his, because they will permanently drop your health. Where did he go? Yeah, so not permanently, sorry. Yeah, I don't know his moveset at all, because like I said, I think I beat him in 3 tries the first time, so I have no idea. This could go really bad, this could go really well, I have no clue. So, cut to either a montage or who knows? I don't know. That's gonna be bad. Maliketh. I should probably see how much damage my stuff does against you, so I can make more informed, better choices. Nope. I'd much rather fight Maliketh than this stupid beast thing. I think. So I say now, when it could be very much the opposite once I start doing it more. Once I get to Maliketh more reliably, I'm sure I'll be like, no! Why do I have to fight Maliketh? I mean, yeah, that. Sure, that'll give me time to heal. I'll take that. Oh, his stuff fell on me. Okay. That's gonna hit me, and it's not gonna feel very good, is it? You know, I was hoping that I could, like, hit him right there real quick, but I guess not. There we go, right in the head. Pokey right in the head. Alright. Nope. Maliketh time, for reals. Maybe I just need to, like, pay more attention. Nope. Okay. I feel like his attacks are more readable for whatever reason. And before I was just getting too nervous, which is why I was letting him hit me. Did I just, like... I didn't even know you could do that to him, to be honest.
Forgive me. America. The Golden Order cannot be restored.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting it to be that easy. That's why I started laughing. Once again, what was that? 3 attempts on Maliketh? Alright, cutscene time. I'll be quiet.
The rune of death is unbound. And the lands between are shrouded by death's dark fate. But the flames will also burn the impenetrable thorns. Farewell it is then. You'll be Elden Lord yet.
All right, major stuff there. Went to the bounds of time to fight Maliketh. And, you know, Queen Marika's shadow, her shadow wolf, as a bunch of you guys have brought up in the comments. Just like any Imperium would have, she has her beast who follows her, which is Maliketh, and will listen, who plunged death into himself for her, is eating it eternally for her. And we have now finally unbound what she did, which is probably what's allowing the Erdtree to finally, for real, light on fire and die, because she bound it. So that would be Melina's wishes, as we finally re-put death into existence again, essentially, which I wonder what that does to Godwyn. But if you're curious where we are, I've just lit the fire for Lanedell, capital of Ash. A whole bunch of the sites of grace are now gone from Lanedell. Lanedell has completely transformed into this. That's why you can't get one of the legendary armaments. It's the only legendary thing that you can miss in the game, and of course, is the one I missed, is the Bolt of Grandsax, which is right there. So, anyways, luckily this time around we got it, but that's the one you can miss, and the big one. I'm gonna give myself another strength, and something I'm going to do because I want to look at it since it's interesting. And also, we want to go back to... we want to see what's going on with the Round Table Hold. But before I do that, let's go to Maliketh the Black Blade, which actually I didn't realize they gave you a Sight of Grace for it, which is nice. But something really interesting we see here are a few things. For one, there's this child who has a number of wolves around her, which I wonder if it's supposed to represent America with the wolves around her. Actually, it looks like she has a symbol on her. It almost looked like... oh, never mind. It was just the folding of the cloth. I thought for a moment the bottom part could have been a crucible, which would definitely have represented her. The other thing, though, here that's super intriguing is what looks to be the Elden Ring, but a way more insane version of it. At the top part, you actually see Marika's crucible design, where it's that U-arc dripping down. That is what Marika's symbol is. But then the middle part is the Elden Ring that we've seen with the 3 rings. And everything around it looks like tree roots. So it's almost like that not infestation, but like that tree thing again, where it's like the Elden Beast brought the Elden Ring essentially with it, and the Elden Beast is ingrained in the tree, essentially, and the roots have now spread throughout all of Langdell, all of the lands between, spreading the Elden Beast and the Greater Will, essentially, and what the Greater Will's power is and what it wants. So I think that's all representative of that. And this could be what the true complete Elden Ring looks like, or it's supposed to look like. That could potentially be what this is. Again, with the top part, that's what the rune arcs always look like, right? Is the top part of that crucible there. What else can I say about this? It could also just not necessarily... Like, the Elden Ring could just be a piece instead within, right? The Elden Ring could just be those 3. And then Marika's the thing that's pieced it together. But different ways to interpret it. Lots of beasts again in the walls here and all that, similar to what we've seen throughout the place, but then also similar to what I think we see in Garank's chamber, as Garank is... this is like a outside of time area version of Garank. I'm not sure exactly how Farum Azula works, but I think that's the explanation for why Garank is both here and out, because you can still find Garank at the Bestial Sanctum, I'm pretty sure, if you haven't finished his quest line. And I think he might still be around somewhere too. But again, there's like some of the beasts there. So, all right, let's go to the Table of Lost Grace. From Ken Proctor... And now you can see the Table of Lost Grace is truly on fire now. Like, it is burning down. Ken Proctor, it always amazes me how From is still able to tell quite meaningful stories with their NPC quest lines. Alexander and Dialos are both characters you meet just a few times, but each one has an interesting story that leaves the player, or at least me, feeling for them in the end. Dialos especially made a big turn for me, from this annoying blowhard to a real hero who found his place and laid down his life to protect the jars and managed a better redemption arc than characters in games that have way more interactions and cutscenes with their NPCs. From is just really good at distilling things down to just a few essential character moments for maximum impact. Yeah, I think that's true. I was thinking about that. It's just really character moments. And I think that makes so many of their characters such fan favorites. Yuki Desato, you didn't get the drop from the Liurnian North Cavalry since you got the drop as a bug from the Phantom Carian Troy way earlier. Oh, interesting. From Haitani, regarding the target issue, I remember years ago EMB said something along the line of, in the end of the day, the target lock-on is just a tool, and you got to decide if it's the right tool for the job or not. Also, it's strange that the Celestial Doom mechanic... So strange that the Celestial Doom mechanic is actually built into the story. Usually stuff like that is just a small little mechanic on the side by some priest NPC to spare you time. But here Radigan actually used it as cleanse himself, and everything was fine and dandy, no matter how many wars he fought or started. I also can't help but think that there's some sort of metaphor going on with marriage, bond, and of course a ring, and how this bond or ring kind of works and resets people's minds. Oh, that's interesting. Mad Danny West saying, I thought it was super interesting that the Deathrite Bird basically had Maliketh's role before Marika and the Erdtree came around. I think that's true. I wonder if that era is when Placidusex ruled and the Sun Realm City existed. Could very well be. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I guess Placid Dusak's rule would have had the Deathbright birds then. If the Deathbright... I mean, I would guess so. If death just worked the way it normally would have worked until America came. Oh, yeah, something I should have pointed out. This finger reader is now done, is deceased. So that finger reader is done. Luckily, you can still do your things there. Let's see if Gideon is still around. I can't remember or not. Gideon is now gone. So Gideon's left. And also it's interesting to see what this place looks like now. The twin husks are still there. I'm not going to go over there to show it. Looks like Roderick is still hanging out by the fire. He's gone.
I see.
Oh, I was wondering if she said anything new. I guess not. But Hugh is going to change it a little bit here.
Who are you? Oh. I must be a blacksmith. Now, let's get smithing.
It's pretty sad that he lost his memory.
Could you tell me what happened? Why is the round table burning? In ruins. Why does that girl weep for me? Oh. Have I forgotten something of dire importance?
I'm honestly not sure why he doesn't remember anything, but I wonder if it could be America just again, just how awful she can be, having tied him so intrinsically to this place that if it were to go, he would go too no matter what. What's happened to Hugh?
Oh, so it wasn't just me this happened to. To think he'd forget who you were as well. I knew he'd burn himself out. Old Hugh. I think we could talk him into leaving the round table hold now. But maybe it's better that we don't. It's only proper that we respect his choice to stay.
You're crazy.
I'll remain with Hugh. He made me who I am today. I'd like to return the kindness. In whatever small way I can. Please, become Elden Lord. Hugh was always saying that you were a lord to him. So slay her with the weapons he smithed. Slay the god Marika, who cursed us all.
I mean, I guess that would directly say that he's like was making a weapon so he could slay a god, and that god being Marika herself. But I still think Marika's intention was probably the Elden Beast. It was probably like a combination, I suppose. This does feel like more of a gameplay thing, though. Really, just them staying more so than like a real character moment. To me, that's like, okay, well, of course they're going to keep them around because these two characters are so important to your game's progress. Okay, let's go. I just want to show this, so we're going to go to no, let's go to the first step just to show it off. And there you have what the Erd Tree looks like now. It is on fire and fire, and the whole area now has like sparks from it. That's just how incredible the reach of it is that everything has like its ashes raining down on it from the Erd Tree on fire. And also why it's incredibly difficult to get footage I need for videos with a game that I had that was this far along, because all of a sudden there was red ashes everywhere. It's like, God damn it. Okay, so next thing to go to is going to be... Let's go to Lane Delta Capital Dash, and we're going to work our way up, and that'll probably wrap me up, because I think I'm just under... I don't know. It's hard to say with some of the skipping around I did earlier. There is another talisman you can get here, actually, which is going to be over this way, actually, so... Yeah, so the talisman that you can get here is another legendary talisman that you're going to want to get. And it's also just a good talisman in general, but it's another legendary. And I think that's really the last major thing you can get here is that legendary talisman. Oh yeah, so here's the being able to go up to this side again, and I don't. Can I even get that site of grace that was there? Now I'm just confused. Oh wait, yeah. So, do I have to reactivate the site of grace? Oh, okay. I mean, it's gonna be called the same thing. It's interesting they took out that one.
Bock the seamster, ready to make adjustment.
Just curious if he said anything new.
Already?
And is the rampart one gone too? No, the capital rampart's still there. I don't think there's anything you get for going back down this way. I guess it just looks different. But yeah, I don't think there's any special items. Although I do want to go to the left, like I said, to get that talisman. And that actually, yeah, getting that talisman might wrap me up for this episode. And yeah, I'm not sure if I have 1 or 2 left after this, because we're pretty much at the end of the game at this point. I mean, there are still some things for me to do as well, story-wise, in the sense of there's another one of, what are they called? Where are my key items? Another mending rune that I can get, but you get it here in this area. So I'll have that to get. So that's actually another major thing to get. And then I could try to do those few guys that I missed to transform into special enemies next episode. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure how much trouble I'm going to have next episode either, just simply due to the fact of what in the world. I thought, wait a second. I'm confused about. That's the way I want to go. How did I miss it? Because yeah, I want to go. Basically, I want to get over here. Maybe I had to start over this way. It'd be really nice if you could ride Torrens around here, just because it's such a big open area with really not much in it, which I guess shows you just how massive Lanedale was. Because, yeah, oh, you know what? I think you have to go through it backwards. So, all right, yeah, that's probably what it is. Okay, I'm gonna do a fast cut here, I think. Cathedral of the Forsaken. Will that let me? No. Probably here. Alright, I'll probably start here. Wow, it's crazy seeing the Erdtree on fire so up close. Again, I really wish I could use my Spectral Steed. Alright, here we are. Lanedale, the Ashen Capital. Figured I'd raise that up just in case I die. And, this area is kind of rough. I'm going to try to just quickly grab the item in case I die, just so I don't have to come back. Oh, wait, I probably can't jump down from here. Yeah, I think I'll die. Okay. Of course they did that. But basically, this is like a haven of tree spirits, as you can see there. I think they're all putrefied tree spirits. So, I'm not so full of myself that I absolutely need to, like, beat them all. It's fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and run, grab the item, and then I'll start fighting them from there just for fun and see how many I can get through. But main thing to me is I just want to try to get the item. Of course, one of them just spotted me. No! I think the item is on top of that rock to the right over there. I'm pretty sure. But I'm just going to run over here just in case. Tree stump. There it is. There it is. Alright, let's get this. Erdtree's Flavor, number 2. Alright, so this is the last talisman that you need if you want to get that achievement. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and equip it because I'm already using the +1 version, so let's do +2. Look, more HP, more equip load, all that. All that good stuff. Alright. We'll mess with you. We'll do it. I'm already messing. I'm already in the area. Alright, Where's your stupid head? Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to get to it, am I? Nope, I could not. That stinks. I should have just wailed on him. That always, like, that's so frustrating when you're, like, running towards them and you miss, and it's like, you just get screwed. Like, you could have just been hitting them anyways and getting more. But anyways, I mean, it's, like, fine. It's not the worst thing. It's just frustrating. It's not like, like, detracting from the game for me, I should say. It's more like, oh man, that stinks. Alright, let's at least finish him off with it. Well, hey, how about that? At least one of the tree spirits I can say I took care of. So I don't have to feel like such a wuss. Alright, oops, missed that. Okay. Nope. Oh. Okay. Oh. My. Oh my. The fact that I keep on, like, hitting him when I should probably be healing is not smart. But who said I'm smart, right? Whoever said that? Nobody. I don't think anybody ever said Keto was smart. I haven't been just getting wailed on by him. Let's be real here. Oh, wow. That was no good. Oh, I was hoping I could hit him and just, like, knock him out of it right away. Nice. Good timing. You know, the funny thing is I think there's another one here, too. Oh, I dodged, but I was slightly late. Can you heal, please? I still haven't knocked him down. Still haven't gotten a knockdown on him. Granted, I mean, I've been playing really poorly against this one overall, but I'd have like one by now. Oh god. That's fine. Alright guys, well, that is going to wrap me up for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Later guys. Peace.